Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin is reaching some critical levels. Today's video, we're going to take a look at some well-needed perspective. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including some well-needed perspective and just a little bit of hopium towards the end if you hang around. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love. Push that like button. Now today, fear and greed at 47, same as we were yesterday, pretty much identical for the whole entire last month. The overall market sideways today, Bitcoin at 25,778, Ethereum at 1736, BNB at 224, XRP 51 cents, Cardano 27 cents, Dogecoin 6 cents, Tron 6 cents, and Solana $15. And the top coins today to pick up at a discount based on AI would be Lido DAO, Cosmos Hub, Scale, Caspa, and VeChain. And you can check out Token Metrics for yourself. Free trial down in the description. Now, Bitcoin is getting it down into critical levels right here. You can see this wedge right here that Bitcoin is coming into. Now, oftentimes, this could be a continuation pattern continuing to go down in this direction, which might not be great for Bitcoin. But we do have some pretty solid support right here at about $25,000. Will Bitcoin be able to bounce off of that and then break through this downtrend we have been in since the middle of April, staying in this longer uptrend that we have been in for many months? That is an important question. Now, that being said, a lot of perspective needs to be had at these moments because oftentimes it's the scariest times when everybody else is selling because Bitcoin's going down to $10,000 that you can effectively make the most money. When times in Bitcoin and altcoins get hard, it's good to turn back to the basics. If you want to see the crypto space has the offer in 2025 in the red zone up here, you have to be here for the hard times. Just part of the game we play. Continue to hold Bitcoin in the fair value of Bitcoin, these green and blue areas. Bitcoin spends most of its time in this area and just spends brief periods up in this red area. But you have to deal with all this garbage in the green and the blue area before it actually gets to the red. Many times when people take a look back at 2015, 2016, 2017, they call this a smooth parabola. But it was anything like smooth if you were in that market on a day-by-day basis, checking Twitter and charts and everything else. Listen to everything that was going on. We do have a very similar setup right now, which we may have an absolutely massive parabola coming, but you kind of have to deal with all the BS on a daily basis if you pay attention to it on a daily basis. Now, important things to hold in the back of your head. Bitcoin illiquid supply continues to surge. This orange line right here going up and up. There's uncertainty due to exchanges. This is the result. Conviction continues to grow with hodlers, but there's an apparent lack of new demand, which is why the price may go sideways or down. Supply is decreasing. Demand staying the same or decreasing. Once demand increases, well, with a much reduced supply, the price has to go up much higher. Here's some hopium for you. This chart shows Bitcoin's price performance since its cycle low. Is this time different? Well, not really. We are right in the mix of things for where Bitcoin should typically be. As a matter of fact, the 2015 to 2018 cycle, that nice smooth parabola, we are exactly on par for where that cycle was at the time from its cycle low. So could that still happen? That was 100x for Bitcoin. Absolutely could still happen. A little bit more perspective for you to get. News events might make you feel like this is going nowhere. Don't get distracted. Focus on the bigger picture. You can see this red circle right here. This is where we are, the enduring phase. This is going nowhere. Well, we've just passed the bottom not long ago, and I'm sure a lot of you guys remember the peak because that could be where a lot of you guys bought in. But coming up in about a year's time, we have the halving. And if we get there, generally from the halving to the peaks, that's the largest price pumps for Bitcoin. That's when the parabolic price pump happens. From the bottom to the halving, it's generally just a slow grind with a lot of bad news in the mix. Bitcoin history has a great way of repeating itself, and unfortunately, this part that we're in right now is the boring part. The market will not make it easy to hold your coins to the next cycle top. At this stage in previous halving cycles, long sideways periods are common. So 3 years into the halving cycle, we can see that each time here was 1 month and 2 years of sideways movement. Here was almost 5 months of sideways movement. Here was 4 months of sideways movement. How long do we have right now? Well, it could be quite a while of sideways movement until we get to the halving. But you just have to remember, eventually, things will start to move in Bitcoin's favor. All the charts are showing it. Eventually, this is going to happen. In Bitcoin's history, DXY shows a great hint to Bitcoin. Whenever DXY prints a peak in the chart, the Bitcoin bull run will be coming soon. There's been a missing part in Bitcoin since DXY formed a peak in October. So we can see historically, when DXY forms a peak, Bitcoin has a bull run. This has happened every time previously. We had a peak back here in October 2022. Bitcoin has yet to have a bull run there. Also, if we take a look at these lines down here on the bottom, Bitcoin could be on the verge of a very big move. The Bollinger Band with profile shows a blue bar, always a strong move afterwards. We can see either up or down. Now, when Bitcoin is above the EMA 20, this blue line, the move has been up. Here was 3,200% up. Here was 600% up. Now here, when Bitcoin was below the blue line, below the EMA 20, it was a 50% move down. But where we are right now, Bitcoin is above the EMA 20, and another signal here on the Bollinger Bands with profile. Another way to show this same thing. If we take a look at the Bollinger Bands right here, they have never been tighter. We can see that the last time they were this similar, not as tight as they are now, but very, very close, was back in the second half of 2020. And many of you will remember what happened then. Bitcoin went from under $10,000 to over $70,000. Now, it doesn't stop with Bitcoin, because if we take a look at the total market cap, this also, we have a much larger version of this fractal that we saw right here. The recent crash for altcoins might be more of a gift than anything else. If you've been following for a while, this chart has been for a while, and the stock RSI has been in an uptrend for a year now, touching the bottom line. If this fractal holds true, we might see absolutely explosive altcoin growth, because while alts are experiencing a major pullback, this might be the last major pullback before alt season, which makes it a great time to buy altcoins at a discount. And if you want to use AI to pick out the best altcoins, like I said, free trial to Token Metrics down in the description. So thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, push the like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.